Hello Bama fans! For many, Milroe's move to the NFL was a surprise, but for a large portion of the fans, not so much. Many were not satisfied with the performance of the former Bama QB. Now, if you weren't expecting him to leave or possibly return, what will happen to Bama's QB room? Who will take over? Let's talk a little about that. Sign up to receive more Bama news. Alabama football finds itself at a fascinating crossroads for the 2025 season with Jalen Milroe's departure for the NFL. The Crimson Tide's quarterback room is loaded with potential, but still shrouded in doubt and intrigue. Who will take over the offensive under the leadership of Kalen DeBoer? Three strong options are on the table, but each carries its own stories, strengths, and uncertainties. Ty Simpson, a veteran of the class, seems like the obvious favorite for the job. He's been through the fire backing up Bryce Young and Jalen Milroe, and has worked under 2 head coaches and 3 offensive coordinators. That makes him arguably one of the most experienced players in the program. Simpson brings with him an impressive resume, including Tennessee Gatorade Player of the Year honors and standout high school numbers. However, his contributions at the college level have been limited, with sporadic flashes in 3 seasons at Alabama. Despite that, Kalen DeBoer has been full of praise for Simpson's ability to improvise and extend plays, traits that are reminiscent of Milroe's mobility. But would it be wise to overlook Austin Mack? Handpicked by DeBoer during his time at Washington, Mack comes to Alabama with the coach's trust and a promising track record. With nearly 3,500 yards and 40 touchdowns as a high school senior, he's proven his arm talent and accuracy. His connection with the coach and his impressive debut against Mercer are pluses, but the transition to leading an elite program like Alabama could be a monumental challenge. He has the physicality, the vision, and the arm, but is Mack ready to lead the offense in 2025? And then there's Keelan Russell, the Texas prodigy who many see as the jewel of the 2025 class. His high school numbers are nothing short of spectacular, nearly 4,000 yards and 53 touchdowns in his senior season. Russell brings a lethal combination of accuracy, vision, and mobility that make him a formidable dual threat. While he's still young, Alabama's recent history with freshmen taking over starting roles, like Bryce Young, suggests that the possibility isn't out of the question. However, competing against Simpson and Mack will be a litmus test for the talented rookie. The question remains, will Alabama go with experience, familiarity, and consistency with Simpson? Or will he take a chance on Mack's raw potential, who has a direct connection to DeBoer and a powerful arm? Perhaps Russell, with his unquestionable talent, could turn the tide and be the bold choice for the immediate future. What is clear is that, regardless of the choice, Coach Kalen DeBoer has a huge task ahead of him. He will need to not only identify who is best suited to take over, but also shape the offense to maximize the chosen one's strengths. With a challenging schedule and expectations always high in Tuscaloosa, the answer to that question will not only affect 2025, but also DeBoer's early legacy as Alabama football's coach. What a huge question, guys! I want to hear your thoughts at the end. The return of veteran linebacker Justin Jefferson for the 2025 season is great news for Alabama football and further solidifies the Crimson Tide defense under Kalen DeBoer. Jefferson, who received an additional year of eligibility thanks to the revised rule that favored JUCO players, brings not only talent but also leadership, making him a crucial name for Alabama's ambitions next year. Joining the program in 2023 as one of the top recruits in the class, Jefferson quickly showed his worth. His initial numbers, although modest, were the prelude to an impressive growth in the 2024 season, when he assumed a key role in 12 games, 3 as a starter. With 61 total tackles, 2 sacks, 1 pass deflection and 2 forced fumbles, Jefferson was not only consistent but also decisive, especially when promoted to the green dot of the defense after the injury to Deontay Lawson. That responsibility has highlighted his intelligence on the field and his ability to command a complex defensive unit. Defensive coordinator Kane Womack has made it clear in the past that he sees Jefferson as a cornerstone of the defense for 2025, and now that he's confirmed to return, the Crimson Tide gain stability at a crucial position. Additionally, the decision by other veterans, such as Tim Keenan III and LT Overton, to remain on the team reinforces the idea that Alabama is building a solid foundation of experienced and committed players to face the challenges of next season. Jefferson's return is also strategic for a defense that will have to reconfigure itself to face increasingly dynamic offenses in the SEC. His presence not only inspires confidence, but also provides tactical anchoring, especially in critical moments against elite opponents. With him, Keenan III and Overton, the Crimson Tide defense combines strength, experience, and game intelligence, something that Kalen DeBoer and his coaching staff can use as a differentiator in 2025. This announcement reinforces the message that Alabama is determined to remain competitive at the highest level of college football. Jefferson is not just a player who makes numbers, he is a key player who directly influences the behavior of the entire defense. With his return, the Crimson Tide is preparing for another campaign where the expectation is none other than to fight for titles. Let's go! And there's a Bama veteran headed to the NFL. Former Alabama cornerback Trey Amos' journey exemplifies the impact of college football on developing NFL-ready players. Announcing his entry into the 2025 NFL Draft, Amos not only acknowledged the role the University of Louisiana and Alabama played in his development, but also made it clear that his journey has been marked by resilience and growth. After beginning his career at Louisiana, Amos quickly gained attention as a top defensive talent, which led him to transfer to Alabama in 2023. Although his time with the Crimson Tide was brief, with 14 games and modest numbers, 12 tackles and 5 pass breakups, he was a valuable piece of the defensive rotation. His adaptability and contribution as a reserve showed flashes of his potential. However, it was at Ole Miss, after his transfer, that Amos truly blossomed. His senior season was remarkable, with 50 tackles, an impressive 16 pass deflections and 3 interceptions, cementing his position as one of the best cornerbacks in the SEC. That development inevitably begs the question, how could Amos have impacted Alabama's defense in 2024, especially in a scenario where the Crimson Tide's secondary faced challenges? Despite his departure from the program after just one season, Amos carries with him the legacy of having come through one of the most demanding programs in college football. Alabama's structure and competitive environment certainly contributed to his mentality and technical development, which culminated in his dominant performance at Ole Miss. Now, as he prepares for his next step, Trey Amos enters the draft as an intriguing prospect. His blend of experience, consistent production and versatility makes him a player of great interest to NFL franchises. For Crimson Tide fans, he's a reminder of how talent can evolve in unexpected ways, regardless of how long it stays in Tuscaloosa. Amos' success in the league will be closely watched, especially by those who watched him grow up in Alabama. And as he moves onto the bigger stage, his gratitude for the foundation he laid in both Louisiana and Alabama reflects the essence of what it means to be a part of college football, a path of learning, growth and achievement. Best of luck to him. Alabama redshirt freshman Ty Lockwood's impending decision to enter the transfer portal reflects the challenges and ever-changing dynamics of modern college football. For Lockwood, who came to the Crimson Tide as a highly rated 4-star recruit, the combination of depth at tight end and limited playing time appears to have influenced his decision. If confirmed, his move would make him the 20th player to seek new horizons since the end of the season. Lockwood, who played in just 2 games during his rookie season, exemplifies the fierce competition at a program like Alabama. The tight end with an impressive record at Independence High School may have expected a more significant role in his first season. However, the Crimson Tide's tight end room, even with the departure of experienced players like C.J. Dippre and Robbie Utes, still offers remarkable depth heading into 2025. With names like Josh Cuevas, Jay Lindsey and promising 2025 signees Caleb Edwards and Marshall Pritchett, the room for Lockwood to shine may have seemed limited. Lockwood's potential departure follows a trend of roster turnover, with other prominent players including Justice Haynes and Dylan Lonergan also seeking new opportunities. Such turnover, while alarming to some fans, is an increasingly common feature of elite programs. For players like Lockwood, the transfer portal offers a chance to start over and find an environment where their skills can be best utilized. The Crimson Tide are not without talent at the tight end position, however. Danny Lewis Jr.'s decision to rescind his entry into the portal and remain at Alabama is an indicator of some players' confidence in the program and Kalen DeBoer's vision. Additionally, the arrival of new talent and the retention of key pieces ensures that the Crimson Tide offense will continue to be well served at this crucial position. While Lockwood's departure, if finalized, is a potential loss, it also opens up space for other players to take on larger roles in the offensive scheme. For the player, it is an opportunity to explore new possibilities and build his career in an environment that may better align with his expectations and needs. Ultimately, the move reinforces how college football is constantly changing, driven by changes in eligibility rules. Either way, there are other guys coming in as well. Let us know what you think.